Hello and welcome back to the channel. This isn't the video I thought I'd be making today, but I thought I should just share some information that just came to light and that I had to learn the hard way. As you can probably tell by the name of the video or the thumbnail, it has to do with Google Fi. For those who don't know, Google Fi is a telecom service company, so phone service in the US and abroad. They have a couple, like 150 or 170 different countries that they can service, but they are based in the US. Now, I've been using Google Fi in some regard for a few years now, since 2019. I think I got them in early 2019 when I was doing a Southeast Asia trip, and that's because you used to just be able to pay $20 for phone and text, and then you paid $10 for every gigabyte you used up until I think it was 6 gigabytes, and then after that you wouldn't pay any more. So the most you would pay per month is about $80. Obviously, if you had long phone calls or a lot of text messages, that could up the bill a little bit. But if you're just generally using data with Facebook, WhatsApp, and other apps like that, you could keep it around $80 for international phone service. During the pandemic, I was at home and I just paused the service. You could do that for 90 days at a time. So I just put on the calendar, pause, and then 3 months later, I would have that on the calendar ready to pause again. And I finally reactivated the service. There's some ducks in the river there that are making a lot of noise. Hopefully you don't mind that. And I reactivated the plan now in 2022 because I was planning international travel. For the first couple months, it was just as it was before. It was perfect. And they had an unlimited plan this time for $65. So I decided to do that. For the first couple of months, like I said, no problems. While traveling in Spain in late September, I received an email from Google Fi that was sort of an ultimatum telling me that I either should return to the US within 1 month or that my data would be restricted after that going forward, which would make that November-ish. And I was fine with that, I guess. Obviously, once I received that message, I decided to switch my plan from the unlimited back to the flexible plan because if my data wasn't going to work, I wasn't going to pay for it. So I went from the $65 plan down to the $20 plan, or at least I thought so. I requested the switch to happen on November 4th, so it would coincide with when I was leaving Europe and obviously the end of my ultimatum period when they were actually going to restrict my data. So now we come to today, it's the beginning of December, and I just received an email stating that for December I would be charged $75, which is the $65 plus some taxes and other charges and stuff like that. So I decided to reach out to Google. Basically, they told me that since I was outside of the United States, that my switch didn't count because you can't administer your account from outside the States, which I told them, well, I'm on a VPN, which shows my computer and my phone being in the United States, so I shouldn't have any problem switching my account or doing any administrative stuff on that side. And basically I was told that since Google knows where I'm at, that didn't matter, that I either had to have somebody in the States change it or cancel my plan completely, which I can't even cancel the plan without having somebody in the States do it because you can't administer your plan internationally. It was getting a little windy there, so I decided to move. But it does kind of sound like a joke, I know, but for the last 2 months they have been charging me the full $75 when I should have been paying, $20 or $25. So over $100 in overages that I shouldn't have been paying, at least in my opinion. And nowhere that I could see on the website or that any reasonable customer could see does it say that being international makes it so that you cannot, or that canceling or doing anything on there is not possible from an international location since you're not in the States, which is wild because it literally lets me click on everything and tells me every time, oh yeah, you're gonna, switch your account over in a month, don't worry about it. They just let you do it, and then you find out later once the plan is paid in advance because it's a prepaid service, so they won't refund you anything, and they just kind of, oh, sorry, give you the corporate speak. We're really sorry that you're having this problem, but this is our policy and we have to stick to it. I have found an alternative app to use called Airlo. It uses the eSIM inside your phone to give you data anywhere, and you just kind of purchase packages of data as you go for the different countries or regions you're going to be in. So far, it's been super convenient and actually a little bit cheaper than Google Fi in some areas, like here in Japan. So now, since I've had somebody physically in the US administer my account and make that switch for me, if come January that hasn't changed and they're still giving me the runaround, I'll probably just leave Google Fi for an alternative. So if you're considering getting Google Fi as an international phone plan, just make sure it works for you because they'll only give you about 3 months of international data before they cut that off. And if you decide to stay longer, there's almost no way, unless you have family that are willing to sign into your account, that you can change the plan or even cancel it after that. Hope this was informational, and sorry about the long-winded rant, but I just thought I should let people know.